Hey team, today I'm going to show you how to cook up a lamb shoulder in the Flaming Coals offset smoker. Now the lamb shoulder that we're cooking today weighs just under 3 kilos. So we're going to smoke it for about 7 hours, remove the bone, and then we're going to pull it. The first thing we need to do is to remove any excess fat. Now personally, I like to leave quite a bit of fat on because I love it when it renders down and provides all that juicy goodness into the meat, but there is a little bit of hard fat here that we are going to trim down a bit. Our lamb shoulder's been trimmed. It's time to apply our rub, starting with the Flaming Coals Greek Gyros rub. Next, for some extra herby goodness, I'm using the slow burner lamb lifter rub. Now while we're waiting for the rub to penetrate into the lamb, we're going to get our offset smoker lit up. Now to get our offset started, I'm going to be using some Flaming Coals lump charcoal, starting off with about 1.5 kilos. And today, to speed things up, we're going to light it using the Flaming Coals charcoal starter wand. Now if you don't have a charcoal starter wand to light your fire, you can also use a chimney or just some fire lighters. Just keep in mind they are going to take a little bit longer. Now to make our life a bit easier today, to both get it up to temperature and also help maintain a stable temperature, we're taking advantage of the Flaming Coals Tempmaster Pro. So what we've done is we've attached it to the side of our offset smoker, we've removed the bottom vent and put the adapter plate on. Now you can see we've attached a fan, and then the fan attaches to this control box. Now here is where we can set our temperature. So at the moment, you can see that we're currently sitting at 61 degrees Celsius, and we can easily toggle up and down to see our target temperature. So our target temperature today is 121 Celsius or 250 degrees Fahrenheit. And you can also change the reading from both Celsius to Fahrenheit as well. Now, as the pit reaches our target temperature of 121 Celsius, automatically the fan will stop. Then, once the temperature starts to dip lower than our target temperature, the fan will kick back in to pump more oxygen through the fire and warming up our pit. So our pit's now up to temperature. It's time to get the meat into the offset smoker. Our lamb shoulder has been smoking for about 1 hour, so we're going to take a little peek and spritz it with some apple juice to keep it nice and moist. It's been another 30 minutes since we last spritzed, so about 90 minutes since we first put the lamb shoulder into the offset smoker. So we're going to give it another spritz to punch in that flavour. And we're going to continue spritzing around about every half an hour until it's ready to wrap. And we know it's ready to wrap probably after about 4 hours, or until the internal temperature reaches 65 degrees Celsius or 150 degrees Fahrenheit. The Tempmaster Pro has been doing an amazing job at keeping the pit at a regular temperature. Now we haven't topped up with charcoal since we first lit it, so it's about time to add another handful of charcoal in. And of course, it's been about an hour since we've added our cherry chunks, so we're going to pop one of those in also. Our lamb shoulder has been smoking for 4 hours, so we're going to open it up and take a look. It smells beautiful, it's looking really good. So it's been 4 hours, as I said, so I reckon we're ready to wrap. So I'm going to probe it to test the level of resistance and also just keep an eye on the internal temperature as well. So make sure you're not hitting the bone when you're temping it. I'm getting a little bit of resistance in certain parts, whereas others it's probing like butter. So we're going to get this out and we're going to wrap it. Our lamb shoulder is ready to wrap. Today we're wrapping with pink butcher's paper, which is going to help speed up the cooking process, but also allow it to breathe. So we've got that wrapped nice and tight. It's time to pop it back into the smoker. Our lamb's been cooking in the smoker for 4 hours unwrapped, following by another 3 hours wrapped. We should be almost done, but let's probe it. Smells delicious. So what we're looking for is no resistance when we pierce it, and for an internal temperature 195 to 205 thereabouts. Let's get this out of the smoker and allow it to rest. After smelling this lamb shoulder smoking away for the last 7 to 7.5 hours, I'm really looking forward to digging in. So let's pull it, sauce it, and give it a try. Now the sauce we're going to be using for today's pulled lamb is Hookshot by Low and Slow Basics.
Smells good.
So our shoulder's been pulled and sauced. There's only one thing left to do.
Delicious.